We've been told on this one, players all over the pitch and goals galore. Let's see if it actually rings true. Yes, this one is called the 23221 positive goals galore. And you can see there's everyone all over the pitch right now. There is a description in the Steam workshop where I got this from. It looks like the person who created this, Kaiser Pepe III, took Leeds all the way to the top and has done very well. But I'll leave the description to you. But basically, an attacking football formation is all about putting pressure on the opponent's defense and creating scoring opportunities. It's an exciting formation that can lead to some thrilling attacking play on the field, 100 plus goals a season in all my saves. We will take a look at the tactic in just a little while towards the end of the video. But first, we're going to see how it did for our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa, and championship side Ipswich Town. Let's switch over to there. Unfortunately, they didn't do too well. Liverpool in 5th, Aston Villa in 6th is actually not too bad for them, but 63 points, all the way up to 71 for Liverpool. 83 goals. We've definitely seen tactics that have done a little bit better in the table, at least. But you know what? They got Champions League for both of them, so they must have won something somewhere down the line. Again, this is just a sim. This is a holiday all the way through the year. If you took control of this, took every match and did what you wanted to with every match, changed things up, got your own transfers, did your own training, you could probably do a lot better than these teams. But 83 goals for Liverpool, 69 for Aston Villa. We're not getting the 100 plus that he saw. Well, Liverpool, FA Cup 3rd round, you bow out immediately to, funny enough, Leeds. The EFL Cup semis, you're out against Aston Villa. Liverpool won the Europa League. 0-0 in penalties against Roma. That must have been one hell of a defensive match. But beating Atletico, that's a big one. Atalanta and Galatasaray. So they got a trophy. So yeah, Premier League, I wouldn't say the greatest. Champions League, they still have next year, but still not the greatest. They do get the Europa League, which is how they get Champions League next season. FA Cup, abysmal. Carabao Cup, not great either. So this should definitely be interesting. Goals, 26 for Salah and Nunez. Assists, 17 for Szoboszlai. That is a fantastic number right there. 727 for Szoboszlai. McAllister was 725. I mean, overall, some of the numbers are not too bad, but you could really do a lot better in some of these other categories. Now, we saw Aston Villa beating Liverpool in the EFL Cup semis. They get to the final and they beat Wolves 4-1. That was a fantastic match. And yeah, trophy number 1 right there. Unfortunately, trophy number 2, you lose out in the FA Cup quarters against West Ham. But Aston Villa does pick up trophy number 3, 3-1 in the Europa Conference League final against Besiktas, beating Club Brugge, Bodo Glimt, and Lille. So, I mean, not the biggest of names, but still, you get a fantastic run all the way to the end, and you get second trophy of the season. So overall, 6 is not a huge spot with 63 points in the Premier League, but you do get the Europa Conference League win. You got knocked out in the quarters, okay, in the FA Cup, but Carabao Cup win. You got Champions League next season, so that's pretty big. Squad-wise, can they do better than Liverpool? And goals-wise, 36, Ollie Watkins, yes you can. 20 for Diaby. We've seen that before, though. 13 assists for McGinn, Diaby, and Matty Cash, all there. You do have several in double digits. Unfortunately, 13 is the highest. 729 though for Diaby. Pretty well done. Liverpool, again, have some pretty nice attacking numbers in the data hub. Unfortunately, we've seen them with a lot higher. So it's kind of in the middle of what we see Aston Villa usually get versus what Liverpool usually get. And speaking of Aston Villa, yeah, I mean, non-penalty expected goals per 90 is not too bad. Goals per game is a little up. Dribbling is there, but a lot of these, it's kind of where we expect Aston Villa to be after seeing all these other tactics. Premier League stats, let's take a look. Most goals, Liverpool with 83, down from Man City's 85, but Aston Villa in 5th with 69, not bad. Fewer shots against Liverpool in 4th, Aston Villa all the way down in 8th. Most possession, 4th and 5th for Liverpool and Aston Villa, 59%, 58%, a little bit above average. Most dribbles made, Aston Villa is the only one that makes the cut this time around. Most tackles won, nobody. Best pass completion, Aston Villa in 5th and Liverpool all the way down in 7th. Most shots for, though, Liverpool in 3rd with 504. Again, we've seen them up in the 6s and higher. Aston Villa with 439. As we shift our sights to the championship, unfortunately, Ipswich Town getting 12th place. Not good at all. 69 points, 66 goals against 78 for. I mean, that's not good. They're expected a point or two higher up there. Unfortunately, 12th is where you sit. A fairly standard run in the Cups, though. EFL Cup 3rd rounder out against Wolves, and FA Cup 5th rounder out against Wolves. So all in all, this was not a good season for Ipswich Town. Championship, you're all the way down at 12. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, fairly standard. As we take a look at the squad, you can see 20 goals for Hurst, Not bad, picking it up a little bit. 11 for Jackson. Assists, though, 12 for Broadhead, and that is it. That's the highest. Only 2 in the double digits. Its average rating, 708 for Broadhead. Jack Taylor was 707. We have definitely seen better tactics for this team. Overall, in championship stats, I mean, most goals all the way down on 8th with 78. Fewest shots against in 7th. Most possession up in 3rd, so you got 57%. Again, a little bit higher than average, which is about 55 from what I've seen all the time. Ipswich Town, 668 in 7th place with dribbles made. No tackles there. 5th place for best pass completion, and that's really it. So looking at the tactic itself, a sweeper keeper in support, a central defender in defend, next to a ball-playing defender in defend, a complete wingback on both sides, the left side in the attack, the right side in support, a halfback in the middle of them in defend, deep-lying playmaker in support, an advanced playmaker in support next to them, a winger on the left in support, as does in the right, and an advanced forward in attack up front. No player instructions. I didn't see a single one, so that could be a problem. I mean, if you took control of this, start taking a look at where you can add some player instructions. Maybe that could help you out a bit. But positive mentality, in possession, attacking with is fairly wide, play out of defense, passing directness is shorter, tempo is slightly higher, mix crosses, work the ball in the box, and be more expressive. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute to the center backs, and roll it out. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. All in all, unfortunately, I mean, maybe we should try it with Leeds, but Ipswich Town did not do very well at all. I mean, all the way in 12th. Liverpool and Aston Villa, yeah, not doing all that great either. Liverpool in 5th is an abysmal spot for them. And Aston Villa in 6th place, it's not too bad, but still, we've seen tactics that have gotten a lot higher. But that is it for me, Savvy FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.